Hello everybody, welcome to Cape Rugby TV. It's Wednesday night and it's 9 o'clock, and we of course bring you tonight's show live, well not live, but from the Togosan Cape Sun here in Cape Town, and you can hear the action behind me. It is the Western Province Rugby Football Union annual awards dinner where the various clubs get their accolades, winners of Super League A, Bs and Cs and the rest of the leagues, and tonight's going to be very exciting. Of course also the senior players, the Stormers and the Curry Cup guys, all getting their accolade prizes as well. So as usual, Cape Rugby TV bringing you the very best from the awards dinner at Western Province. Of course, our show is proudly brought to you by Hisense, the official technical partner, Score Energy Drinks. Now, as you know, Score are on board with Cape Rugby TV and Western Province Club Rugby as the sponsor to the Western Province Club Rugby Sevens, which starts this weekend. Dulux Maitland at number 30 Coburg Road. You've got to get your paints from Dulux Maitland. In fact, if you're thinking about doing a job, whether it be a domestic job or a construction job, go get down to Dulux Maitland, number 30 Coburg Road, and they will spec the premises for you and sort you out. And of course, Colour Tone on board with Cape Rugby TV. We're thrilled to have those sponsors supporting us. But now, joining me on the show, before we carry on any further, Mr. Thello Wakefield, the president of the Rugby Football Union, of course, joining us to talk to us about the awards tonight. Thello, it's as always, this is the night everybody's waiting for. We're expecting big things tonight.
Absolutely. As you can see, the turnout is quite big.
Yeah.
The enthusiasm is there, and the atmosphere is there, and one can see, one just look around, that these guys are really here to enjoy themselves. They've worked hard through the season, and let's see what's happening tonight.
Club rugby is just getting better and better, stronger and stronger every year.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, JP, there's a myth that we have too many clubs in Western Province.
20. Obviously,
Too many.
Oh, too many.
Many clubs in
Yeah.
Western Province. These people that would like to see us reducing the club should think again. This is what community rugby is all about. This is what keeps our community alive every Saturday. Keep the guys off the street, exposing our youngsters to this wonderful game. And, it's just great to have all these community leaders together.
Thello, going forward now, in the next couple of days, the Score Western Province Club Rugby Sevens tournament starts. Starts happening at Goodwood. We can expect more than 1,000 players there and 45 odd clubs. It's going to be a big draw.
Absolutely, and I'm looking forward. JP, every year, when the club rugby season ends and there's no more provincial rugby, then you find it tough to sit at home. You don't know what to do, what at home. But now we have at least 6 weeks in a row or 7 weeks in a row, exciting sevens, and a lot of people where you just can walk around the field and meet some old faces that you don't get to meet. Just enjoy a snack and a drink with them here and there, So it's a great atmosphere. And I really urge all the people to come out in their droves and come and support their clubs and come and support this wonderful event.
Okay, but yeah, we're going to leave it at that. We know you've got to get inside. You've got a big night ahead of you. And we look forward to seeing what the boys achieve tonight.
Thank you very much. And thank you very much for Cape Rugby TV for always standing together with us. Thank you.
I like that. That's, of course, the hashtag. We stand together.
Absolutely.
Thanks. We'll see you after the break. Well, not after the break, but we'll see you inside.
Absolutely. Thanks, JP.
On behalf of Western Province Rugby, welcome to the Western Province Rugby Trophy Awards Dinner 2017. Thank you for being here this evening to celebrate the achievements and outstanding performances of our athletes, teams, and clubs in 2017. As this is an awards evening, which is about acknowledgement of achievements as individuals or in a team context, I wish to start off by talking about Western Province Rugby and its achievements as a union this past season. It has indeed, once again, been a very busy year for Western Province Rugby. On the field, we once again managed to win our 5th Super Rugby Conference title in 7 years. In fact, we were a mere, and nobody can quite give me the timing, 5 or 10 minutes away from a Super Rugby semi-final. It may seem like an age, but just a few short months ago, we won the inaugural Super Sport Rugby Challenge Cup competition, going unbeaten throughout the tournament, whilst calling on a number of the talented players from within our club system. I leave with you this thought tonight. We can only make this work if we work together. So ask yourself the question, what drives you? How deeply passionate are you about Western Province's motto of standing together? What I've learned in my short time here at Western Province Rugby is that there are a great number of people who put a lot of work in behind the scenes. They're what I call the unsung heroes. These are the people who are working behind the scenes and putting in and making the effort that makes Western Branch Rugby what it is today.
As we move on to the third team awards, the City League in the first round was won by Manenberg Rangers. The winners of the Southern League first round, Young Wesleys. The Paarl region was won by Allendale. The City League in the second round was won by Police. And the winners of the Northern League second round were Eerste Rivier.
Ons het dit gewen vir die onder 20s in die Super League C. Ons is die liga wenners in Super League C vir die seisoen 2017.
Gerald Brock en die boys is I'm seker baie trots, né?
Ja, hulle is baie trots op ons, baie trots op ons coaches, ons spelers.
Alistair Sigela natuurlik, hy doen 'n fantastiese job.
Dis korrek, hy is so 'n hoofcoach vir die klub en ek is op die oomblik die hoofcoach van die onder 20s.
Die beteken seker baie vir die mense in Scottsdene.
Baie vir ons mense en ek wil op die stadium ook baie dankie sê vir ons ondersteuners, ons bestuur en my coachingspan vir die ondersteuning wat hulle vir ons deur die jare gegee het.
Joseph, die trofee, die shield, hy lyk my Ragnar swaar. Ons gaan hom daar so los. Well done.
Baie dankie JP en baie dankie vir Cape Rugby TV.
Dis my plesier. Ons geniet dit baie.
Dankie meneer.
And the Southern League second round winners were Titans. In the Paarl region, the bottom six, the winners were Young Gardens. The Paarl region top five, Lower Paarl. The Promotion League was won by Young Wesleys. The Super League C, Goodwood. The Super League B, Cales River. And the Super League A for the third team awards goes to Hamilton's.
Well, first of all, welcome back to Cape Rugby TV. We haven't seen you for like, I don't know, a couple of months.
JP, yeah, it feels like I was on a holiday, so being away from Cape TV. Right? And I must say, I've been watching it every Wednesday night, though. I've been laying in front of the TV, you know, and Wednesdays my off days, not training, and but 9 o'clock comes, I'm there to watch that show. Yeah.
You must be happy. I mean, you guys have had a great season. You had some monster games. Now you're into the Gold Cup. You're just proving yourself better and better every week.
Wow, what a phenomenal year for Tigerberg once again. I mean, in 3 years' time, from 7th to 5th, from 5th to 4th place, and now in the Gold Cup as a wild card and playing a quarterfinal for at home, especially. Wow, what a phenomenal year! And I think this quarterfinal at home means a lot to our community, our spectators.
For the Tira.
For the Tira.
Yeah,
for
the Tira,
yeah.
We got a couple of big fans. We made a video the other day of the Tira fans.
Wow.
Wow, and I tell you, it must have been 10, 12,000 people around the stadium.
That's Tira supporters for you. Dying supporters. Yeah.
Daar's 'n paar Tira daar se fans wat ek moet staan vir election, maar ons het daar maar uitgelos. So Ricky, as we see the trophies are hitting the floor here. There's so many.
That's how many there are. That's how many there are.
Let's leave it on a good note. But we're looking forward to seeing you on the show soon again, man. And of course, best of luck in the Gold Cup. We know you guys have got I'm always forgetting all these
College
Rovers
from
this
Durban,
weekend. Yeah. And
yeah.
of course, Falsepace got progress from George. So yeah, we're sure you guys are going to do well.
Well, thank you very much to Jono. Good luck for them. As we just shook hands inside, with one another. And JP, I make a promise. Live, I make a promise. I will be on Cape TV soon. That's
Fantastic,
a promise.
Ricky, man. You're a family man. So
Thanks,
I'm
James.
talking about the Cape Rugby family.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, lekker.
Thank you very much, James.
We go through the first team awards. The Paarl region, bottom six, Young Gardens. The Paarl region, top five, Lower Paarl. The sizable Pole Knockout Trophy goes to Riverstones. The City League second round Silver Tree. The Northern League second round Eerste Rivier. The Southern League second round Atlantis. The Sunday League Chume Stars. The City League first round Manenberg Rangers. And ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the winners of the Northern League first round, Blue Jets. The Southern League first round, Young Wesleys. The winners of the Paarl region, Allendale. The Simmonsburg region, Morning Star. The winners of the Promotion League, Blue Jets. The winners of the Super League C, Vineyards. winners of the Super League B, St George's. And finally, your final first team award for the winner of the Super League A, Stellenbosch.
Everything changes.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the recipients of the first team awards for the Western Province Rugby Awards dinner.
Groet gou vir die mense.
Hi, ek is Marco Botto, chairman van St George's Rugby Club. Welkom en dankie vir die geleentheid.
Marco, Super League B winners. St George's, you've been up, you've been down. Die voel am seker nou lekker.
Extremely proud of the guys. Our coaches, Charlton Kloete and Marwan Davids.
Yeah.
And with the management behind the scenes. Well done to our coaches and our players. And yes, we are extremely proud.
What made the difference for you guys this year? Wat vir julle is die verskil gemaak?
Die verskil, attitude, camaraderie, friendship and hard work.
Now, next year?
Next year, our focus is to stay in Super League A. We are targeting to end maybe like 10th and then just get the feel of it and then
Smart thinking, yeah.
And then get to maybe over the next 2 years after that become contenders to play in the what is the club competition?
Ja, die Gold Cup, ja. Ja, maar net laatstens die mense by die huis is by Gastro seker baie trots.
Our supporters
Die Lulu boys.
Yes, we dedicate
Manny
this to
Williams
you.
and the boys.
Manny Williams, the Diva, you know, all of them.
Yes.
This is to our supporters for the unending backing of our team, the numbers that came up. Very proud to be part of this group of youngsters that came through. And yes, we are extremely proud, JP.
We're going to take an ad break, and when we come back, we'll continue our conversation with some of the players, some of the guys from the leagues, and of course members of the executive from the Western Province Rugby Football Union. Right, folks, joining me now is Bram Venter, who's of course the captain of Marty's. Bram, congratulations, you guys have walked away with the coveted prize of the President's Cup winners, as well as the Super League A winners. You must be thrilled.
Yeah, it's been a great season. I wish it told me this trophies are so big, then I brought a bigger car. Yeah.
Well, I see some of the guys also got one of the shields there, massive shield.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's is that the junior shield?
Yeah, that's the under 20 league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the season. I mean, you guys came. We've spoken about this a few times now. At one stage, I think you guys about 11 games in hand. Most of the league guys had already played 12 or 13 games, and you were on 5. And you're pretty far down on the log points, and you had about 10 games to play, and you just kind of steamrolled everybody.
Yeah. I always think massive advantage is the fact that we have a varsity cup beforehand, so we carry a lot of that momentum into a league. And yeah, I think the other clubs don't like us too much because they have to play on Wednesdays, Wednesday evenings 9 o'clock. But yeah, it's been a great season.
Well, that's of course the night, the exact time that the TV show is on. So no, we don't like it either. We would, if you could, maybe in future delay it until 10 o'clock.
Yo, I don't know. At 10 o'clock, I know some of the guys are keen to get to Newbar, so. I don't know.
Just tell us about some of the standout moments for you guys in the season. You've had a fantastic season. Stellenbosch, of course, Marty's standout team every year. What jumps out for you as some of the highlights?
I think the rugby we've been playing, especially this latter part of the season, it's just as if everything started clicking and guys just started gelling. I would say the quality of rugby we've been playing, especially the last part of the season.
And the gees in the team, the management team, obviously we know students can party, they love rugby.
No, definitely. Well, Monty's Club has always had that family vibe, but especially over the last 2 years, it's something that's been very palpable in the team as well.
Bron, we're going to leave it at that. We know you guys have got to get home. Everything's happening inside there at the moment, a lot of fun and games. But yeah, congratulations once again. Obviously, Marty's quality side, year in, year out.
No, appreciate it. Thanks.
Philip, congratulations. You guys are walking away with a whole bunch of trophies tonight.
Exactly. I don't know if you can still remember in 2016 or 2016, I told you that we are preparing for 2017, that we are going to Super League C, and I proved everybody that what I've said, we've done it, and I thank you and thank all the guys that were behind me and helping us to take this club, Young Wesley's, up to Super League C, as I've said on the last show that I was on.
Looking back at the year, what would you, some of the highlights?
Some of the highlights, I would say that we as a team, as a club, I would say that the discipline, we had much more discipline in our club, and I took the guys out for an outing, and we had some meeting there, and everything that was happening on the field, we sorted it out there, and after that, everything was just going up and up and up.
And tonight, tell us a little bit about tonight. I mean, the guys must obviously they're going to obviously see this on TV now, but it's a special night tonight.
Yeah, especially for the guys that's coming here for the first time to a presentation like this. I mean, I brought our captain with, our coaches with, and some of the players with. I mean, they are so excited to receive these trophies. And for us being on TV once again with our achievements and I mean our goals and
you've done the hard work, yeah.
And as you know, our spectators and our supporters, I would say, behind us, they took us up.
It's just I don't know if you noticed it, but of course we were at that game, that Young Wesley's Manenberg game, and the video was being shown on the screen, and everybody seemed to like that video quite a lot, and I don't think people knew that was a 0-0 game.
I would say that was one of the games, that is the highlight of the whole season, like I said.
Yeah.
I mean, to draw 0-0 in a promotion league, I mean, that is something to think about.
Yeah.
As a club, as Young Wesley's, we are really doing good.
Well, I'm going to leave you with all the silverware. You got some polishing to do.
Yeah, we've got a lot of polishing to do now, but I mean, I'm not going to do the polishing. The players who played for this, they're going to do the polishing, and we're going to start practicing tomorrow night. I mean, on Thursday evening again, and all these trophies will be on display on Thursday evening, and we might have a walkabout with the trophies in the community.
A little ticket tape. Philip, thanks for joining us. We're going to get back to the awards now, and we look forward to seeing you at the Sevens.
We didn't join the Sevens for this year because. As you know, that we are preparing for next year. It's the first time. I mean, we are making history to going to a Super League as Young Wesley's, as a team, as a community, and then that is the reason why we decided not to participate in the Sevens this year. But we will.
Oh, you can come and watch.
We will support.
Because it'll be the most exciting Sevens in the history of Sevens rugby.
We will support.
Right, folks, we're going to take a break. We'll catch up with you after the break when we speak to the folks from the PAL region. Mario Williams, the chairperson of the PAL region, is going to join me. He's going to tell me a little bit about some of the spectacular rugby that they played in the PAL region this season. Of course, Riverstones performing as a cracker team there, and some of the other teams as well. But we'll find out more about that from Mario Williams after the break. Right, folks, if you've just joined us, we are here at the Cape Sun, where it's the annual Western Province Rugby Football Union Awards dinner, where the various clubs receive their end-of-year trophies, as well as, of course, the professional players. One of the awards that's most coveted is, of course, that annual Player of the Year award, where the players will vote for each other as opposed to an external vote process. And that's something special that happens annually here at the awards dinner. This weekend, though, it is the SCORE Western Province Club Rugby Sevens tournament. It's happening over at Goodwood. Starts early in the day. 45 teams with more than 1,000 players taking place there at the Goodwood rugby football ground. So this is the weekend that you want to get down. It all starts now. The next 6 or 7 weeks is going to be absolutely incredible sevens rugby. This year on the 14th of October, we once again see the hosting of the annual SCORE Western Province Club Rugby Sevens tournament. Now in our third year of sevens rugby, the Western Province Rugby Football Union is proud to once again take this annual SCORE Sevens tournament to the fans together with SCORE energy drinks. 2017 will see 48 teams in 4 leagues with more than 1,000 players take to the field at the Goodwood Rugby Club. 2015 was good, 2016 was great, but 2017 promises to be fantastic. This year, Western Province Rugby, together with SCORE energy drinks, once again packs out the entertainment so closely linked to sevens rugby. Weekly highlights, interviews, logs and results on Cape Rugby TV with interviews from the players, the fans and the refs. Once again, each of the 48 teams, 23 players, will be kitted out in their own unique SCORE energy drink sevens rugby kit. Each day will see the entertainment fans all over the world have begun to associate with sevens rugby, including top DJs, MCs, a beer garden and a child-safe kiddies play zone. Look out for the daily best dressed fans and team spirit prizes with food stalls from braai stands to boerewors rolls, pizzas, burgers, ice creams, bashoes and SCORE energy drinks. The SCORE Western Province Club Rugby Tournament culminates once again with the selection of a dream team to take on the mighty Blitzbokke and an expected prominent display from the Western Province Rugby 7 side. Get ready for 6 weeks of passion, energy and sevens gees, starting 14 October at the Goodwood Rugby Club. This is the SCORE Western Province Club Rugby Sevens, proudly supported by Cape Rugby TV. Folks, with me now Mario Williams, the chairperson of the PAL region, but also on a club level. I mean, am I allowed to still talk to you from a club level?
Yes, you may. I'm still the chairperson of Young Gardens Rugby Club as well. Yes, so I'm very proud of that.
Mario, sê gou vir my, hierdie trophies in bottom 6, then you've got a couple of other trophies there as well. Tell us about some of the trophies you guys got here tonight.
Yes, we managed to take all 3 the bottom 6 trophies. Third team, second
Young
team,
Gardens.
and first team. That's Young Gardens.
So these are your club trophies?
These are my club trophies, yes. Unfortunately, we got to the semi-finals of the knockouts, but we didn't make it, and we congratulate the Riverstones for getting that trophy as well.
Now, just tell us a little bit about the PAL region. I mean, it's obviously you're a little bit further out of the Cape Town space. It's hard work. You guys have to travel a little bit to come into town sometimes. Although this year you played in the promotion league, in the PAL league, so you very much play amongst your own circuit.
Yeah, basically we went back to the old system where we just basically play for the trophies, and to bring that pride back into the community of the rugby pride, and we're actually successful with that model there in PAL.
Riverstones coming to the front, Lower PAL, the Blues and so on. These must have been some interesting ups and downs in your season.
Yes, there was some good upsets in the PAL region this year. Well, we managed to beat both the league champions and as well as the top 5 champions this year. That is Allendale and Lower PAL. So we're very proud of that, and we know that we are basically in a stepping stone. We use that as a stepping stone for next year.
All right. Well, Mario, on behalf of Cape Rugby TV, to Young Gardens and also to the PAL region, thanks for joining us and congratulations.
Just before we get off, I would just like to say that we were very proud to have 2 brothers, the Lewis brothers. The one was the captain of the first team, and the other one was the captain of the second team this year that brought these trophies in for us. They're a very proud family in PAL, the Lewis family, and we're very proud to have them still in the club.
So die familie is nog steeds daar in die klub?
Die familie is nog steeds, die pa is nog steeds daar en die 2 seuns is ook nog daar. So baie trots op hulle. Kom staan gou hier by my. Dat die mense kan sien.
Okay, kom ons druk hulle gou hier agterin. Kom druk gou julle. Maar nou nie voor die kamera stap nie meneer. Hallo. Kom ons sê gou, hoe gaan met jou meneer?
Nee, het gaat goed. Ik is Kurt Lewis.
En die?
Mijn naam is Carlos, ik is oudste van Oostwijn. Het was altijd strafoors in huis en als we nou niet was pagenbenken, dat het bij Gardens iets ook was oom met elkaar gespeeld. Ja, Kasara was daar was ding geweest naar Gardens of jou toe. Dat was nog in die kralen. Ik denk Kurt was nog uit geboren. Maar toen het Daltus hebben wij toen maar samengekomen en was het elke dag in ons huis was het niet rugby. Voor mij en voor hem was het bij committeren met elkaar. Maar op je veld zal ons altijd samen staan.
Goed, jy staan nou achter my, ek moet vir jou sê, goodbye sê my, so jy 2 paar sekondes om vir die mense 'n boodskap daar by die huis te stuur.
Nee, hier van VP se bekerdeling wil ik net voor allemaal zeggen. Hallo Perel.
Hallo Perel.
Fellow executive members, Dr. Johan van der Merwe, Director of Rugby, Gert Smal, Western Province Professional Rugby Company board members, representatives of sponsors, members of the media, so glad you are here, delegates of our clubs, recipients of awards, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to extend a warm welcome to all of you, but let me extend a special welcome to a very special person in this hall this evening, Mr. Musa Abdullah. Where are you, Kudamel? If you look to the back in the left-hand corner, you will see an old man with a white fez. That is Mr. Musa Abdullah, a true servant of the game. And what a fine gentleman who works tirelessly in Menenberg to promote the game of rugby. Thank you, Mr. Abdullah, for all your hard work, especially in the area of Menenberg. We really appreciate it. We have come to the end of another demanding rugby season, and I look back with pride at what we have achieved in a short space of time, on as well as off the field. I make special mention of this because of the following. 1, the level of club rugby in the various divisions is in a healthy condition. I'm proud of the leadership in all our clubs because it is through their hard work and commitment that we can exhibit ourselves this evening to the world and let them know who we are and what we're capable of to achieve. Secondly, we had a brilliant President's Cup day at City Park, and what happened at City Park is evident that our club rugby is alive and well. Fantastic day at City Park. The atmosphere was good, the rugby was good, the crowd enjoyed them, everyone that was there to support their clubs enjoyed them, and it was great to see the communities of Franschhoek and Marmara coming out to support their teams. And I think they deserve a great round of applause. Thirdly, ladies and gentlemen, the fierce competition amongst our clubs and the way in which the clubs prepare week after week to compete against each other is another factor that we can never overlook. Let me repeat that. And I hope you saw something on the clips here. And I want to point that out to you. The fierce competition amongst our clubs and the way in which our clubs prepare week after week to compete against each other is a factor that we can never overlook. Have you noticed the conditions? Have you noticed the conditions? Poor fields, open fields, but a lot of people watching their stars in action every week. And thank you to the club rugby administrators for doing a fine job. It will remain our duty to ensure that the kids of our townships and the disadvantaged areas are exposed to this wonderful game in order to keep them off the streets and to build better societies. I wish to thank all the administrators for all their hard work, despite the difficult circumstances, you've seen it this evening, under which they performed this very, very difficult task.
Folks, with me now is Kasim Davids from Manenberg Rangers. He's the chairperson of Manenberg Rangers. Some of the young blood coming through the ranks, long overdue, Kasim. Proud night for you guys tonight.
Ja, baie proud, JP. Vir die City trophy wat ons gewen het.
Ja, like is my swaar ding, ek moet hom net gou oplig. Jy kan nie aan hier optel.
So ek kan hierdie klein ja, look, at the end of the day, it's all down to the coaches and the players. They're the guys that actually go out onto the field to win the games. Me and the rest of the executive team is behind the scenes, and we just make it work for them.
The whole country knows the name Manenberg, but maybe not always for the right reasons.
At the moment, not for the right reasons, but we're a young group of guys that's together, and I shouldn't forget, there's a lot of ladies that helps run the club and that. So yeah, we try to basically bring out the positives that there is in the community, and not just the negative that you hear on the TV.
So when we look at it from that angle, the fact that you've had such a fantastic season, Manenberg Rangers, I mean, it must mean a lot for the local community. Everybody must be so proud of you. And I suppose on a Saturday afternoon, they're out there when they can, watching you guys perform on the field.
Yeah, the funny thing with our guys is they always come out in numbers. What's surprising is that when we play away, they come out in more numbers. So they make
we saw at the young Wesley's game.
Yeah, we come out in numbers, so that's always what the players and the coaches love, is that extra player on the side of the field that gives you that little bit extra, to get over that finish line at the end of the day.
What's next for Manenberg Rangers?
Well, we were sitting here at the awards now, here inside. We won a couple of awards. First thing I told the coaches was, or our young coach, Mr. Ismail Abrams, is that next year I want to take it all. So the aim is to put our heads down, work hard, under 20, third team, second team, and go for it in the first team as well.
Well, we're extremely proud of you guys. We think you guys have had a fantastic season, and role models, I think, for people out there. I think let's get the management team just to come and stand behind us here quickly, and here's Mr. Musa as well. Mr. Thello Wakefield, in fact, mentioned Mr. Musa. Mr. Musa, if you want to come and you just come and sit here with me for a few seconds. So, hoe gaan het, meneer?
Goed meneer, goed kan ik klaar niet.
Mr. Wakefield, die president van de WP Rugby, heeft vandaag bij jou gesels. Wat gaat daar aan?
Nee, dat is maar een goede vrienden.
Jy is seker baie trots op Manenberg se performance hierdie jaar.
Baie trots. Die trofee het ons gewen. Nie vir ons alleen nie, maar vir ons community. Whatever happened in Manenberg, gangsterism and drugs, we are proud to win a trophy, in that caliber. And I'm very proud. I just read in a voice this afternoon that 7 matriculants from Manenberg in one route went to the matric ball last night. So that makes us more proud than even combined with the rugby. So we try our best for the kids of the road and for our players. It's not an easy task. This we ask the players to practice an extra evening, and for all the years we didn't have lights. It's only now 2-3 months ago that they installed our lights. So we practice a little bit late. Next year going to be more fitter team than we are this year.
Oh well, we're going to leave it at that. Congratulations, you guys have had a fantastic season, Mr. Musa. You and your team, and Kasim, well done. You guys have had it great. All right, there we go. That's all right. You're welcome. Hopefully, you've had a fantastic evening tonight, folks. We're going to take a break, catch up with some more of the awards. We'll be back in a sec. Right, folks, we're here, of course, at the annual Western Province Rugby Football Union Awards dinner. It's been a fantastic evening, and with me is one of the EXCO members from the Western Province Rugby Football Union, but also the chairperson of Blue Jets, which has, of course, won the Promotion League and the Northerns League this year. Anele, fantastic evening for you guys, but an even better season.
greatly indeed, my JP. I really appreciate this opportunity from my club, fans, and everybody who supported us. You know, my boys who believe in themselves as well. Well done to them.
What does it mean for the community? I mean, for Blue Jets, you guys come through the ranks. We've got this massive trophy over here.
Correct.
What does it mean for the people at home?
No, it was heartbreaking last year. We went down,
Yeah.
and from Super League we went down to the northerns, to the regional side, and we really went back again to do the drawings, and then came back with a bang, so that we can go up again. We are not going to stop again. We're going up to Super League B and Super League A.
All right, so preparation, sevens. When does it all start for you guys?
We just let our boys to take a break for now.
Just a couple of days.
Yeah, a couple of days.
Anele, let's leave it at that. We're
All right.
extremely proud of you guys. You've done a fantastic job. I mean, Blue Jets is, everyone is cheering for Blue Jets tonight.
Yes, thank you very much for hosting us in here as well. We trust and hope that we'll see each other next year again, with more trophies.
There we go.
All right.
Right, folks, with me is Dylan Lades. Dylan, you look a little bit beat up here. I think they've given you too many awards.
Yeah, I think so as well. I don't think I deserve all of this, but yeah, no, obviously very, very happy.
Dylan Lades, Stormers player, Currie Cup player, Springbok legend now. Dylan, a big night for you. In actual fact, I'm not even sure of all these trophies that you walked away with here. Most. Okay, I'm gonna read this out. Composure and Capability Award from Landover. There's something there from Bright Rock, but the one that you probably love is the most valuable player.
Yeah, obviously, it's good to be recognised, for the hard work as an individual. But I suppose, none of these awards are obviously possible without the team. And I think, we put in a lot of hard work, and I think at the end of the day, I'm obviously just a lucky one to walk away with these awards. But like I say, the team really put in a big effort this season, and so I'm just fortunate enough for them to have given me these awards.
I've got to ask you, I mean, you and I have spoken on camera and on TV, I don't know how countless times, and of course lots off the scenes as well. And we go back a few years, and it's a few years ago that you were kind of just making it into the ranks. For the kids out there and the club rugby players maybe, what is it, how did you do it? I mean, what is it that's the most important thing to get you to this level?
JP, I think obviously everyone, knows, hard work is something that, you can't miss. I think for as long as I can remember, I've sort of had this quote somewhere along up on the wall or in my room, that says, hard work beats talent when talent's not working hard enough. And I think that, that's something I've really took on personally and in my game. And, after my injury last year where I was, out for 9 months with a bad knee injury, I sort of just tried to get the enjoyment back into my game. And I think that's something that's really worked for me this year, just to find that passion and that love for the game again, just so that it doesn't become sort of a job, so to say. So I think, just for me personally, just to get that enjoyment back into my game has been something really special for me.
Just the one that you did not get though was the most the player's player of the year. I mean, that went to JD. That gears amongst the team, the having guys around you that work together. That's obviously something that's quite important.
Yeah, obviously, we set out at sort of November last year, and we said we want to go on a different journey. We want to sort of bring bums to seat at Newlands. That was our saying. And we set out on a journey. We want to get away from just kicking and defending and that sort of thing. So we went on a journey we were all very excited about. We're a young group and we bonded together nicely. And as you can see, as each individual got up for his award tonight, everyone sort of had a song, and some of the guys were singing, so like you can see, there's a good vibe amongst the team, and I think that's what we're heading towards, and we're all very excited about what's to come for Western Province and Stormers Rugby.
Just on a final note, how does it feel running out for the Springboks?
Special, really special, and I think this past test at Newlands against the All Blacks, result aside, it was, for me, definitely the highlight of my rugby career, and for as long as I can remember, I've wanted to wear the green and gold, and especially play the All Blacks. So to do it at Newlands makes it that more special. So really, really happy, and hopefully
there'll be many more to come.
Dylan, I'm sure there will be. Congratulations on your awards, most valuable player in Western Province, well deserved, and we from a Western Province rugby community side of things, we're extremely proud of you.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Now, after the break, or as I promised, we are now going to be joined by JD Schikkeling. JD walked away, of course, with the a couple of trophies, but we'll let him tell us himself. Well, welcome back, everybody. We're, of course, here at the Western Province Rugby Football Union Awards, annual awards dinner at the Cape Sun here in Cape Town. For those of you that have not entered that score competition, you want to win yourself a case of Score energy drinks, 33090. Text the word SCORE right now to 33090, and you can put yourself in the mix to win a case of Score energy drinks. Congratulations to last week's winner, Colin Deirdre. Walks away with a case of Score energy drinks. Right, folks, by the way, for those of you that are just tuned in, have you downloaded yet the Cape Rugby TV mobile app? Well, if you go onto Google or onto the iStore, and you can simply open and download the app, the Cape Rugby TV mobile app. It's got a lot of interesting features here, such as news. There are some games, the SMS opportunity, where we'll soon be putting the Score 7s on there, and of course the Share It, Air It option. The Share It, Air It option is there, where your club can share the stories on the app, and then we will air it for the people to know more about it. Mense, saam met nou is JD Schikkeling. JD, twee trofees hierso. Vertel ons gou, waarvoor is die?
Ja, hierdie een is vir die Players of the Year.
Het jy dit toe gekry? Player of the Year?
Ja, nee, dit lyk my so.
Het jy gedink jou chomme gaan vir jou stem?
Nee, ek het nie gedink hulle gaan vir my stem nie, maar ja, dit was vir myself 'n surprise geweest, maar ek meen sonder hulle kon dit nou seker nie moontlik wees nie. Ja, maar daai is 'n groot een. Jy voel seker lekker daaroor. Ja, nee, dit is 'n great gevoel, regtig waar. Nee. Vir julle ons wat rugby speel en alles is oor die spanmate, daai is die een wat jy wil hê. Ja, nee, verseker.
Nou vertel ons gou van die ander een.
Hierdie ene is vir, om eerlik te wees, ek het nie regtig geluister nie, want ek het nie geweet of ek hom gaan kry nie, maar ek dink hierdie is vir die voorspeler.
Voorspeler van die jaar.
Ja, so ja, even dit is vir my 'n groot.
Jy wen so baie trofees, jy lose track. Luister, jy moet 'n foto gaan vat daar binne, maar ek gaan net gou hier neersit en vir jou handskud en jy lekker man. Altyd lekker met jou te gesels.
Alright, dis reg so, dankie.
Folks, we've come almost to the end of the awards here, the Western Province Rugby Football Union Awards. With me now, the General Manager of Western Province Rugby, Mr. Danny Jones. Danny, so much come together tonight.
Yes, JP. We're very proud. We were excited. But we're extremely blessed and proud for what has transpired tonight. The clubs had a good time, the players had a good time, the officials had a good time. Yeah. And I'm very happy that they appreciated and enjoyed this evening.
I think one of the things that the guys quite liked was, and you were mentioning it to me now earlier on, was all the way, and we've shown some of the highlights during the course of the show of some of the winning teams, but the little video inserts that you put into the tonight of the tries and some of the action and some of that from the Cape Rugby side, but also from the Currie Cup and the Super Rugby side. I mean, the players loved that.
Yes, JP. Firstly, I want to thank Cape Rugby TV for giving me footage, and obviously Labib. I had this idea, and I was, after watching many Academy Awards and that, and seeing those things, I had this idea that we could do it, and this thing happened. I mean, I called you on Monday, and I called Labib Monday afternoon, and I just gave the instruction, I want this, and I'm very grateful and proud for what you and Labib has done, because it took the evening to another level.
Danny, we could probably now end up talking all night long, but I think it's been a long night. Time for you guys to get to sleep, because you've got the Score Western Province Rugby Club Rugby Sevens coming up on Saturday.
JP, another awesome event. I actually meant to speak on that matter in my thank you, because I was going to say that it doesn't stop. Yeah. It starts again on Saturday, and it runs till the 18th of November. I'm very proud of the Score Western Province Club Sevens, because I'm convinced it's the only Sevens league in the world over 7 weeks.
Well, the longer the better.
Absolutely. And what it does, JP, it certainly keeps the community active, involved, keep them off the streets, keeps them in rugby, and it's rugby's contribution to social cohesion.
100%. And which should be the primary reason for your existence.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Danny, we leave it at that. Fantastic evening. We loved every minute of it, and we look forward to having another one next year.
Definitely, JP. Thank you.
There we go. Right, folks, that's a wrap here from the Western Province Rugby Annual Awards Dinner at the Cape Sun. We bring it to you annually as Cape Rugby now in its 7th or 8th year of attending the awards. We will now, of course, be turning our attention to the Score 7's Club Rugby season. 7 weeks of Club Rugby at the Goodwood Rugby Football Ground. Starts this Saturday. Make sure that you get down there. We'll be following all 45 teams and more than 1,000 players in action. We'll see you again next week. Same time, same place. Have a fantastic rugby weekend. Bye-bye.